This is a listening comprehension, so you need to have the worksheet out that looks like this, says blast 1 at the top. You'll put all of your answers here, and then these tell you you're going to be listening as I read and answer the questions. So questions 1 through 3 are about these unusual hats worn by A, B, C, and D at the Solid Shapes party last year. So question 1, so you're going to listen and then put your answer right here. Question 1, who wore a hat that was conical? Who wore a hat that was conical? So you're either going to put A, B, C, or D on line 1. Number 2, whose hat was cylindrical? Whose hat was cylindrical? Number 3, whose hat was cuboid? Whose hat was cuboid? Questions 4 through 7 deal with the word bank here. All the names of the answers you get in math. Choose from them to answer the next 4 questions. Question 4. The answer you get when you multiply 6 by 3 is 18. You could say that 18 is the what of 6 and 3. The answer you get when you multiply 6 by 3 is 18. You could say that 18 is the what of 6 and 3. Number 5. The answer you get when you add 6 and 3 is 9. You could say that 9 is the what of 6 and 3. The answer you get when you add 6 and 3 is 9. You could say that 9 is the what of 6 and 3. Number 6. The answer you get when you subtract 3 and 6 is 3. You could say that 3 is the what between 6 and 3. The answer you get when you subtract 3 from 6 is 3. You could say that 3 is the what between 6 and 3. Number 7. The answer you get when you divide 6 by 3 is 2. You could say that 2 is the what of 6 and 3. The answer you get when you divide 6 by 3 is 2. You could say that 2 is the what of 6 and 3. Question 8 is right here. Jim likes to take his vacations on old steamships. This year he is going to Denmark on the steamer Stanley. Can you identify the Stanley? Listen to the clues and circle the ships that don't belong. I would cross them off if they don't belong. And then the one that you have left is Stanley. Clue number 1. It has an even number of portholes. And these circles are portholes. It has an even number of portholes. Clue 2. It has an odd number of funnels. It has an odd number of funnels. These are funnels. Clue 3. It doesn't have a flag on the front. It does not have a flag on the front. Clue 4. It has a flag on the back. Duh. It has a flag on the back. Ooh, I guess those ones don't have flags, so it could be... Clue number 5. The funnels of the Stanley are all white. The funnels of the Stanley are all white. So whatever ship you were left with, make sure you put it on line 8. Question 9. It says complete the word by adding the missing vowels. So right here, just right here, question 9. Complete the word by adding the missing vowels. So what is this word that means the distance around the outside of a 2D shape? What word means the distance around the outside of a 2D shape? Question 10, you're going to put the vowels here again. The word on line 10 has its vowels missing as well. It means the amount of surface something covers. The amount of surface something covers. So what word is that? Question 11 through 13 are dealing with these words right here, or these lines right here, A, B, and C. So question 11, it says, add the missing vowels to complete the word that describes line A. Add the missing vowels to complete the word that describes line A. Number 12. Do the same to complete the label for line B. Do the same to complete the label for line B. And 13, now do the same to describe lines like C. So you know these as diagonal. This is oblique. These are also called oblique lines. If you need to know how to spell it, you can Google it, but know that it's all vowels. Question 14. So as I say this, put the numbers here, then put your final number here. Question 14. What number am I? Put my parts under the correct column in the charts, then write me on the answer line 14. 3 is in my thousands column. 7 is in my hundred of thousands column. 6 is in my ones column. 2 is in my millions column. 5 is in my tens column. 4 is in my tens of thousands column. 1 is in my hundreds column. Now write this answer here on line 14. 15, 16, and 17 deal with this picture here. Carrots cost $2 a kilogram. How much do 3 kilograms of carrots cost? How much do 3 kilograms of carrots cost? Question 16. How much does half a kilogram of carrots cost? How much does half a kilogram of carrots cost? And number 17, how much do 3.5 kilograms of carrots cost? How much do 3.5 kilograms of carrots cost? Questions 18 through 20 have to deal with this problem right here, this story problem. I am going to read it. Do not answer anything till I have read it, because it's different for questions. You don't just get to answer it. Question 18 says, what is the problem asking us to find? And I'm going to give you 3 choices. So let's read it, and then I'll give you the 3 choices. Question 18. Sue went to the fruit shop. She bought 2 kilograms of pumpkins at $1.75 a kilogram, 3 kilograms of carrots at $1.35 a kilogram, and 1.5 kilograms of onions at $1.60 a kilogram. Then she bought a watermelon for $3.90. How much did she spend altogether? So question 18. On line 18, you're going to be writing an A, B, or C. Is question 18 asking us to find A, how many things does Susie buy? Did it ask us to find B, how much does it cost her altogether? Or did it ask us C, how much change does she get from $50? Does it want us to find A, how many things does Susie buy? B, how much does it cost her altogether? Or C, how much change does she get from a $50 bill? So A, B, or C on line 18. On line 19, the next step in problem solving is to ask, how can I find the answer? So which operation, symbol, or symbols would you use to find the answer to this problem? So on line 19, if you think you need dividing, you'd put a division sign here. If you think it's adding, you'd put adding here. If you think it's adding and dividing, you'd put both of them there. So you're putting just a symbol. And question 20, use the working space to work out the answer. And then, so actually now answer this question and put your answer on line 20. The last thing you need to do is right here where you're finding the averages. So hopefully we know this by now. We've gone over it enough that not only does average the same as average is mean. So to find the average of a group of scores, find their total and then divide it by the number of scores. So you're going to find the average for each group of scores. So they've given you the scores here. So you'll write your total, divide it by 3, and get your answer. You don't need to rewrite it here because that should be your average right there. So you don't have to write it twice. All right.